Let's go. Let's go. Be the 8%. Don't be no sucker. Let's go. Got this video queued up. New World Order. That's a beautiful title off top. Got my interest. Gonna most likely be talking about something I'm interested in hearing about. New World Order former Malaysian Prime Minister Dr. M talks about a one world government ruled by the wealthy elite. Hello.
Malaysia's former Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, said that the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPPA, is a New World Order strategy by a powerful pact of people led by the US to dominate the world economy. Speaking at the international conference,
Dominated by people inside of the U.S. or using the apparatuses of the U.S. government to dominate the world. Because I'm here, but I'm with this, and I'm not trying to dominate nobody, especially people over there in Malaysia. Man, I ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all do y'all thing.
titled New World Order, Recipe for Peace or War, organized by the Perdana Global Peace Foundation. Dr. Mahathir said globalization and borderless trade are being used to establish a one-world government.
Basically,
This guy sounds like a right-wing extremist conspiracy theorist, if you ask me.
it is about having a world government. We should abolish all states, all nations, all borders, but instead have only one world government. And that world government is to be by certain people, elites, people who are very rich, very intelligent, very powerful in many ways. They are the ones who will govern the world. There was not much talk about democracy or choice of leaders. Instead, there was to be a government by these elites who will impose their rules on everyone in this world. And for those who are unwilling to submit to them, there will be punishment.
What I will say to that statement just now is that's no different than what's been implemented throughout everybody's lifetime. You know what I'm saying? There's an illusion of a choice through democracy, but the issues get pushed through regardless of whatever you vote for, because said elites have the untold amounts of resources and a timetable that you don't comprehend as the voter. So you may be like, oh no, I'm not with this. Oh, okay. So they may step back, come up with a new game plan. Okay, we may not be able to convince this group of kids, but we can go after their kids. And even if their kids, we can't get them 100%, but we can get our foot in the door, let's just say 80, 90%. Work them, you know what I'm saying, over the years so we can really get our ideas in there. See, if they identify like the baby boomers as too rigid on a specific topic, but they know they can soften up the baby boomers' children, and if they can soften up their children, they damn sure can capture their grandchildren. So that's what I'm speaking to when I say that you don't understand the resources or timetables. Wow.
The peace that we will get from this is the peace of the graveyard. But the intention also is to reduce the number of people in this world. At the time when the New World Order was enunciated, the population of this world was only 3 billion. The intention was to reduce it to 1 billion. Now the population of the world is 7 billion. There will be a need to kill many billions of people, or to starve them to death, or to prevent them from giving birth, in order to reduce the population of this world.
One thing I was thinking about as far as the population control narrative and all that, and population depletion narrative, It's like they're in control of the numbers off top regardless. So it's like, it was 3 million, but then it's up to 7 million, but they want to get us down to 2 billion. That narrative alone just it reinforces their mythos. You know what I mean? The mythology or the mystique around what they can and can't truly do as far as destruction. So say it was announced it was truly 3 billion. So we have a baseline, and they say it grew to 7, but if it only grew to 4, and then from that 4 they reduced that down to 2, but the storyline is 3 to 7, to 8, and we brought that 8 down to 1 or 2 or even 3. That removal of 5 billion would be so impressionable on to the mindset and the psyche, the zeitgeist of what was left, the population left after said traumatizing event, whether it's a big fast one, whether it lasts a week, or a long drawn out one that lasts 10, 12 years, like a world of wars. That impression on that leftover populace they'd be so malleable for the controllers to then take them and do whatever they would. But I digress. That was a good video. I'm out.